Hey you guys, it's Unique New Travels.tv, and I'm coming to you guys making a video from another beautiful place. I'm in Korea, but I'm in Incheon, which is a different city from the city I was in last time, which was Busan. So I'm here in Incheon at a place that they call Central Park, and I'm coming to answer a question that I got under my last video about how is COVID out here. COVID is way better than a lot of places being here in Korea, but of course we do have numbers just like anywhere else, but it's not as bad as a lot of other countries. A lot of the people are getting vaccinated, but the vaccine is coming out slowly, not as fast as it was in America and some other European countries and things like that. As you can see, everyone still wears masks, vaccinated or not, which I know in America and a lot of states is not the case. So that's something as well. When you go, we're like at level 4, which means you can only go to a restaurant with 4 people, you included, and before 6, and after 6 only 2 people can go. And yeah, so that's a rule. And all places close at 10. So all restaurants, bars, whatever they are, they close at 10. It's illegal for them to operate after 10 p.m. because I guess they feel like, well, people after that time are up to no good or whatever the case may be, and may become more laxed as far as wearing their mask. So we've been on level 4 for a while now. Before I even went home for summer, it was a rule of 4, no more than 4 people in a restaurant, but places were open a little later, and the 2 people rule that they have now about 6 wasn't a thing, but it is a thing now. So yeah, COVID is it's okay. The students are in school at my school as well as the Korean schools and other schools, but it's not 100%. So K through 2 is 100% because they're so small, but like 3rd, 4th, and 5th is 50%, and then the same thing for middle school and high school. If there happens to be a case, like say a student gets it or someone they know that they've been in contact with gets it, all the people who've been in contact with that person has to go and get tested, stay home, whoop de whoop de whoop. So they do a lot of contact tracing here. Every time you go into a place, they make you write your phone number, your address, your name, or you scan a QR code, which is something that you can have on your phone, which is what I have. After you set it up, and it automatically like puts that information, so they know, hey, you were at this location at this time. Someone ended up getting COVID who was at that location around that time too. You need to go get tested. So that's how they kind of trace and track everyone. So that's been working out well as far as just keeping up with who has been where. If someone does happen to get COVID who was in an establishment. So yeah, they're taking it seriously, but we don't not have any cases, okay? So like today they said was the highest that we've ever had, and we had like 1,200 cases in Seoul. And so that's the highest that they've ever had throughout COVID in one day. So in one day, 12,000 cases were like reported, and that was today. So today has been the highest of all the days that COVID has been around. So that gives you an idea of like how COVID is doing here. So 1,000 something cases is not that bad, but it is bad to them compared, because that's the highest that they've ever had. But compared to like one state, like I think Florida had like 30,000 cases in one day, so our little 1,200 is not that serious, but it's serious to the people who are here. So I mean, any COVID is serious is what I would say. But anyway, I hope that answered your question as far as what is COVID-19 like here. If you were trying to come, you have to get a COVID test 72 hours in advance. And then once you get here, you have to get another COVID test 24 hours after you arrived. Then you have to quarantine for 2 weeks, and then on the last day of your quarantine, you have to get another COVID test just to make sure. So that's like the regular of what they're doing. But if you're vaccinated and you're like a close family member, and close family member is not a brother or sister, it's only if it's your grandparents, parents, spouse, or children. If they're vaccinated, say you got vaccinated in America and your husband is here, you can come and file for a quarantine exemption, which is when they just make sure you really were fully vaccinated, and then you come here and you don't have to stay in the house, but you do have to it's like some kind of bug. You do have to you cannot like ride public transportation. Like there's some rules, so they do keep track of you, like everywhere you've gone and everywhere you've been, so they still track your movements. You just don't have to stay in the house, and you cannot ride any public transportation, so no buses, no trains, or anything like that, but you don't have to stay inside. So a lot of people have been having family members like that work at my school come and visit them under that rule, and I had to quarantine. But it sucks because like when I went to ask, like, oh, can my sister visit and I have to quarantine, they're like, no, she does not count as a close relative, which is crazy. But yeah, or unless you come before a funeral as well, which, you know. But yeah, it's uniqueuniquetravels.tv. I am, as you can see, it's beautiful, you guys. Let me just get some of the scenery for you. And I'm on the outskirts of the park that I was inside of because I wanted to walk and get pictures of the 3 bowls that I started in front of. But I actually signed up for a tour today. I go back to work on Monday. I've been on holiday for a week, well, for 9 days if you count the 2 weekends. And so this is like my last day of doing something. It's Saturday, and tomorrow I'm just gonna relax or whatever. But I've been like ripping and running ever since my vacation began, and so I have to get back to the bus in 10 minutes. But I just wanted to come and make a video while I was here in a beautiful place so that I can give you some information and you can see some of South Korea and the beautiful things that if you ever decide to come here, you can check out. So this place is called Central Park. It's in Incheon, which is a city next to Seoul, but it's not Seoul. And yeah, it's also a Hanok village, which is like one of the old villages or whatever. But it's not like, I went to another one that's real old. This is still pretty up to date, but as you can see, like the old buildings, like the agriculture of it. But you can tell it's not an old building, like it's new. They just used like old-timey style when they built it or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna come back and answer some more questions because the person who asked this question asked like 5. So this I decided to do first because I feel like it would be the longest. The other ones are pretty simple and pretty easy. But I would like you guys to like, subscribe, share, follow me on Instagram to get pictures of all the things I've been doing this week, as well as past things and past places that I've been. Unique Travels TV, there's no dot on Instagram because they don't allow you to put a period. And yeah, for the rest of the time, I will just walk and let you take in the sights. And if you want to stop watching, you can. But you know, I just feel like it's so beautiful. It's a nice night. It's got a good breeze going. It's not cold, it's not hot. The sky is clear. It's wonderful. Okay, I know I'm getting closer because I passed these places, but I was on the inside of the park. Whereas right now I'm on the outside of the park. And if I had time, I would go inside, but I have to be at the bus in 8 minutes. And it's going back to Seoul. We've been on the tour since 2. And we went to 2 other places before this place. But yeah. Too bad it's this ugly sign blocking it. But like earlier I was walking in there and it's beautiful, and I took a lot of pictures, so I will post them on Instagram. It just sucks, Instagram only lets you post 10 at a time, and I take so many photos, you guys. My friend Sunny told me that I should become a photographer in my spare time, because she got jokes. But yeah. This is Unique TV. Make sure you hit the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to stop it right there because the scenery is about to be done since I'm on the outside of the park. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.